Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I hope you guys are doing well. And let's see what the market conditions are and what Bitcoin is doing. Um, a lot of people were commenting on some certain coins, so we can check them out as well while we are on this live stream. And now you can see Bitcoin, it from its low that it hit uh, earlier today at 38,600. And after that, you could see a quick, it's taking a quick recovery, I would say, after the fall. Like I told you, this support over here was for this symmetrical triangle. And you can see it came here. It's trying to hold the support at the moment. And we have a little bit of a bounce from this support. Okay, so this is a good sign. Because if you take a Fibonacci and now you measure this, and you can see the 0.618 level is also sitting right over here. If we can bounce above it and get back in this this resistance support that we are just fighting at the moment, that would be a really good sign. So this is what you want to see. You want to see Bitcoin just get above the 0.618 level and then slowly start to rally towards the upside. But again, there are going to be resistance levels when you look at Bitcoin, and I'll show you some resistance areas. What I feel is we need to get over it. Okay, so if you take just take this off, okay, and you see Bitcoin, just focus on this pattern over here. You can see something that's going on with Bitcoin. It went up over here, found resistance. Okay, it came down, found support. Okay, made higher low, and then it went all the way up and made this resistance, which was basically the you could call this with Fibonacci level. It was, let's see, was encountering the 0.5 level. Okay, and then after that you can clearly see it came down. Okay, you can see we are holding this as an support, and now we are trying to rally towards the upside. Now why are we doing this? Okay, this is very important because you can see we had this support over here, and now we have this not right over here. Yeah, this resistance level is going to play a major part. Okay, right over here. The reason it's gonna be a resistance because you can bring a line graph and you can see what it's doing. You went up, resistance, came down, support, went up, resistance, came down, support. If you go up, you break the 42,234 resistance level. Okay, you're gonna have a good rally towards the upside because the reason I say that is because I'll show it to you right now. You have this head and shoulder pattern in formation. Okay, if you get above the 42,234 level, then you will be able to rally towards the upside. Okay, now if you get rejected at this area and you start coming down again, then you break this and you come down right over here, you have just created a bearish head and shoulder pattern. Okay, but I feel we might be able to just crack this area, okay, because there is a lot of buying pressure coming in because of this higher low formation that we are creating. So if that happens, then obviously we do have a price target from the top to the bottom. Okay, and if we break this area of resistance, we can right from here actually we can certainly get back to the 52,000 levels. Okay, so because you can see no doubt that this is taking a form of a bearish head and shoulder pattern. Look. Okay, but if we crack this area at 42,166, then we do have this price target from the top to the bottom, and this can be a very achievable target. Now, same way, if we break towards the downside, okay, this being the neckline, then you can see wherever that breakout, let's say it's right over here, then we can obviously come down to these targets, okay? And where are these targets? Measure this move. Okay, it's this is over here. You can measure this move. Okay, so yeah, obviously we're gonna come to this low and try to find our support. Okay, so this is it. Bitcoin basically is very at a very crucial level at the moment, and we want to see Bitcoin just break this level and start pumping towards the upside. That would be really great. But again, if you go to the monthly time frame, you can see that if you bring your EMAs, the video I made earlier today, you can see as soon as we came and touched the 20 moving average, we have this little bounce coming in. Okay, so it's a good sign. I mean, we just want to see Bitcoin, just rally and break the 42,000. Let me just mark this really quick over here so you understand exactly. 42,182 area. This is the area you want to just, get above, and it will start rallying towards the upside because this is your area of resistance for this head and shoulder pattern. And you can also see, this pattern over here. We have a lot of moving averages that are coming in at this same area. Okay, so again, anything can happen in this area at the moment. Okay, so it can either go up or either come down. Basically, break this support, come down, break this resistance, go up. Okay, even it can touch the 52,000s if you break the 42,182 resistance level, because you do have a price target right from here. Okay, so you can see wherever that breakout is going to be, either up or either down. If it's towards the downside, you're going to come back to the 31,000s because that's the price target. And if you break towards the upside, you're going to go towards the 52 to 53,000 levels. Okay, so this is very important what Bitcoin is doing right now because it does have this 100 moving average coming in as a major support. We have this resistance moving averages coming in as a resistance for Bitcoin. Again, now let's quickly see what GMT is doing because GMT is actually it broke out again. Okay, because if you go to the 15-minute chart, you can see we had this beautiful um, ascending triangle formation that it created. Okay, and as soon as it created this ascending triangle, you can clearly see this beautiful ascending triangle formation it made in the 15-minute chart, and we had this beautiful breakout towards the upside. No doubt we had this price target from the top to the bottom, and this is the breakout. Basically it wanted to get to the $3.13 price target area, and you can see as soon as we hit the $3.10, we have a selling pressure come in, but we have a good volume that came in. Okay, so GMT is really pumping at the moment, and in the 15-minute time frame, it made this beautiful ascending triangle formation, and you could also see this 20 moving average, how beautifully it is coming into this as a support for the price action. Okay, if you take a look at this, let's take this off and go in the 1 hourly time frame. You can see as soon as you had this cross over here at $2.38, this bullish cross, 20 moving average was crossing the the 55 moving average and then the 100 moving average. All of a sudden you had this good pump towards the upside. Okay, so these are bullish crosses, and GMT, couple of how many days ago? Look at this beautiful candle that went up. So a couple of days ago, GMT was sitting over here. I've been telling you that it wasn't, breaking this level. It was holding it, and this was the area of accumulation basically. And as soon as you saw this W pattern formation, that was your sign that GMT is looking pretty strong and it wants to break out. And you can see clearly every step it was taking. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the fifth candle. So 5 green candles in a row you got. So I mean, beautiful rally that GMT just had, and you can see this beautiful descending triangle that it formed. And as soon as you had this breakout point, already you knew that this candle was your indication that this big rally is going to happen, and that's exactly what happened because you can see above this, okay, right at this price of resistance you weren't you didn't close any candle above it, okay, when you had this downwards trend. So slowly, it made this. I was telling you we're making this U formation, and this U formation ended up in a very beautiful recovery towards the upside. Now it's selling a bit, but if you go to the 15-minute time frame now and you look at this pattern over here, you have this ascending triangle formation that it made, okay? So, and you can see that you just measure this move now. Measure this move. Okay, so you can see that it might, if we can close above the 1.618 Fibonacci level, you might be able to get to the 2 level, which sits at $3.28. But I think it needs to cool off a bit because it has had a very parabolic run in this previous days. If it can do that, that would be great. Come back to support and take some rest. But if in the monthly time frame, it's looking extremely beautiful. Okay, if you look at this monthly time frame, you can see this move that it just wants to keep going up at the moment because let's see the volume actually in the 1 hourly. Yeah, you can see this beautiful volume come in, and the volume has doubled since this pump. And I think it wants to go more towards the upside. Let's see where it can go. Measure this move. I think $3.21. It might be able to hit that. Uh, let's see. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, if it can close above $2.98, which it recently just broke out from, then I think there is a chance we can hit the $3.25. So every little Fibonacci is saying that we can hit it. But again, let's quickly see it in the other time frames. Measure this move. Take this off. Okay, so it hit the previous high actually. Okay, so yeah, there is a chance we can, if we can break this high over here and get above it, then I think $3.25 can be imminent. But again, this is a very parabolic move at the moment, and let's check the RSI. Yeah, RSI. Okay, so this low is lower than this low. Okay, so this is not looking bad. Okay, so yeah, I mean we don't have a bearish divergence at the moment in the 3 hourly, but I would be a little bit concerned because I think the price will have a little bit of a pullback, and it will come and find some support somewhere, okay? Maybe at the 0.786 level that sits at $2.78, because you can clearly see in the 15-minute time frame, it's showing you exactly what it did. You made this ascending triangle formation and then you broke towards the upside. So this was the previous high at $3.14. So let's see if this candle can close bullish. Okay, so we do have 5 minutes left and let's see what happens. Okay, so yeah, see it's pumping towards the upside at the moment, and let's see in the lower time frames. I think it might come back to retest the $2.92. Hey Abdullah, how are you? Yeah, we'll cover Gala really quickly for Abdullah. Let's see. Okay, so you can see, I told you there was this 0.618 level, and as soon as you came down here, you can see this, you found some support at this level. Let's just take this off and take this off for, okay. So you can see, no problem, man. I'm glad you're liking my analysis. So you can see this. You have this, 0.618. You came here, you found some support. Now, if Bitcoin, see, I want you to understand that what Bitcoin is gonna do next, it's gonna, drive its way towards wherever the market goes. Okay, so you have to be very careful with what see Gala can do whatever at the moment. Okay, but we have to understand Bitcoin is the market mover. It's the trend maker, and you know. Hey Jose, Josu, not yet, but we'll do it after Gala. Okay, so you can see with the Gala at the moment. Okay, what it's doing, it's finding some support at the 0.618. Okay, you can see one now here, also this one. Okay, but at the same time, it's making lower high formation. Okay, so this formation over here. Now you can clearly see this. If we made this over here, this lower high formation, price went towards the downside. Okay, put and hold the 0.382, more downside. Same way, okay, let's forget about this. The reason this is an example for what's going on here. Okay, so you see, same thing is happening, but in a larger a pattern. Okay, descending triangle, same way. What happened here? Okay, so now you can see this is the support line because 0.618 is a golden ratio. It's a very important level to hold, and when you're above it, you're bullish. Okay, at the moment you're bullish, but see, this is your 20 moving average. The price is getting rejected again and again by the 20 moving average because it's forcing the price towards the downside. And we do have this good green candle. Now, if you go in the monthly time frame, okay, see, you can see here that 3 months in a row we had this big dump. Then we had a 50% recovery. Basically, dead cat bounce, you could call this. Basically what dead cat bounce is, the price takes a dump, recovers 50%, and then goes back to the price. So that's what this is in a way, I would say. Okay, so now if it can close the month, okay, which we have 12 days left. Okay, if it closes the month above the 0.618, there might be a chance we might go up. Okay, but that's not sure yet. Okay, if we close below the 0.618, guarantee the price is coming down in my viewpoint, because in the weekly time frame you can see this lower high formation is being formed, and then this support level, and you are doing something like this in this pattern. Okay, you keep selling, people are keep selling, selling, and what happens? The psychology is telling you whenever price goes a little bit higher, sell, 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 sell. Eventually this support is going to come weak, and then price is going to break this support level. Okay, so once it breaks this 0.618 level, you can see here what happens. Okay, it's going to go and find the next support. Okay, I'm not saying it's going to be 0.786 level, but certainly there's a price target, okay, to these levels. Okay, now if you just take these off and just take this off and make it look a little beautiful, see, and you measure the target now. Okay, so these targets are coming down to crazy levels at 9 cents, 10 cents, okay, higher 9, okay, and because this is where the price action was. So if I'm not saying this is a bearish pattern, but bearish patterns have 30% chances to break towards the upside, okay, exactly like what happened with GMT coin. Okay, so if you break towards the upside, this target is still relevant for the upside. Okay, usually you measure it from the apex, and wherever that breakout would be, you can see it's going to come and hit the 0.382 level. So a lot of people, what they do, they trade breakouts, either the resistance, either the support. Okay, wherever that breakout is going to be, that's where this price target is going to go towards. Okay, but at the moment you haven't broken it, you haven't closed the weekly candle below it. So everything is looking good at the moment, but slowly, see, you were here at 32 cents, came all the way down, 19 cents, went up 27 cents. If you would have broken this, you would have gone and hit this, okay? But you didn't do that. You got rejected here. Came down 18 cents. Now you will go up. If Bitcoin holds, okay? If Bitcoin goes up, this is going to go up and hit this, okay? But if Bitcoin, see, I'll tell you one thing about Bitcoin because you have to know this about Bitcoin. Okay, let me show you. See, Bitcoin, it just rallies towards the upside, okay? So Bitcoin at the moment, okay, let's see, line graph, it's creating this, trying to create this head and shoulder pattern, okay? Right head, the left head, left shoulder, head, and this is the right head, right shoulder. You have to break this level, 42,261. If you break this level, okay, then this bearish head and shoulder pattern is invalidated because they are continuation pattern towards the downside. Okay, so if you break this shoulder, left shoulder, price is going to go towards the upside, and then all the coins are going to follow. Okay, let me show you. And there's a price target from the top to the bottom. If it breaks out from here, okay, there's your price target, 52,000. So obviously every coin is going to break its resistance level. But again, if it breaks towards the downside, because this is the neckline, okay, this is the neckline for this head and shoulder pattern, you will come down, okay, wherever that breakout will be, because the neckline is slightly slanted towards the upside. Okay, so wherever that breakout is, you can just judge 30,000, 32,000, wherever that is. Okay, so that's it for Gala. I hope you understand what I'm trying to portray here. Okay, now let's cover zilliqa. Okay, for Zill, uh, okay, you can see here what it's doing. I told you we have this area of resistance, and now it's building an area of support. Okay, and you can see it's taking a form of a falling uh, falling wedge. Okay, and obviously this support is very important. Okay, because this is telling you something in the RSI. Okay, you can see here you're creating higher lows in the RSI. Okay, and you're creating lower lows in the price action. So this is a bullish divergence in place. Okay, so obviously if it stays in this pattern and the RSI doesn't break this area of support in the RSI, the price might just do something like this. Okay, like this, unless you have a breakout. This is a bullish pattern, you have a bullish divergence in place, so majority of the times the breakout does come towards the upside and it breaks the resistance area. No problem, Abdullah. If you like that analysis, kindly give me a like, and that supports the channel as well. So yeah, so ZIL, you can see at the moment the stochastic RSI is also bottomed out. It has this bullish cross, and then you have this bullish divergence. It's too early to speak about what can happen, but it's actually gearing up for that level of breaking that resistance. But if you go in the daily time frame now, okay, and you can see uh, what's going on. Let's go to the let's go to the 4 hourly. Okay, so you can see what's going on here. Okay, take this line, draw it right over here. Okay, this is, I would say, the 50% support resistance line. Okay, now if you bring your line graph, you can see how many times, and take off the EMAs. You can see we hit here, came down, support, went up, came down, support, went up, resistance, higher low formed, basically higher lower high formed, bearish, broke this, went up. This is the resistance now. You can see how many times this was support and resistance in the 4 hourly. Okay, so if you break this, obviously you're gonna come and touch the 11 cents area again. Okay, now slowly, this doesn't make it's not a coincidence, because you are making a bullish divergence. Usually a bullish divergence gets stronger when it has at least, I would say, 3 touches. Okay, three, sometimes two is enough, sometimes 3 touches, and then it rallies towards the upside and breaks the resistance, which is this resistance over here. So watch out for that. And you could also draw this area of resistance, just to be a little bit careful, because once you break this resistance, you're breaking this resistance as well. Okay, so this should tell you what zilliqa is doing at the moment. It's not doing anything special, but it's gearing up to make a move, I would say. And let me show you something else as well, since we are covering ZIL. Now, if you go to the daily time frame and you look, this is a very important support line for ZIL. Okay, from 0. This area, let me just mark it there, from there to here. Okay, so 0.08464 to 0.0931. The reason that is because here, if the price finds support here, you can see, because this wedge can take you all the way to at least 70%. It could fill in and then have that breakout, and it's finding support from these candle formation over here. Okay, so in reality, the strongest support for ZIL is at these areas, because you can see once we broke this area, we went down, retest, came down. Okay, same way, found support, went up. Okay, support, went up. Okay, so this area is a very important area for zilliqa, and I hope it doesn't go below this. Okay, because if it does go below this, then your price will come and do something like this. Okay, so if it can find support right over here, how GMT coin did, then we can surely have a good rally towards the upside, because you can see at the moment the price is trying to slowly divert towards and make this kind of formation. Okay, so and the reason I'm saying this is because you are having a bullish divergence in place as well, and usually when you have bullish divergence and things like that, price does something like this, goes up like this, and then slowly tries to get back up. Okay, so hope this answered your question, Josu. So this is it for ZIL, and I guess that brought you some information for zilliqa. But at the moment, look at GMT. Um, okay, so GMT did something very similar. It made this cup formation and went towards the upside. So that's what, Zill I think is trying to do at the moment. It's halfway there. But Bitcoin, at the moment, I hope Bitcoin gets a little bit of a bounce to 40, it breaks the 42,000 level. Then we might have a good run towards the upsides. But you can see Zill is trying to make that cup formation, which GMT already kind of achieved and break towards the upside. Okay, so watch out for a similar situation with Zill, because this is a good pattern actually. This here and it breaks like that. Okay. So yeah, that's it for Zill. Hope that answered your question or any concerns that you had. Now, if you look at Bitcoin right now, if you were listening to me earlier, you can see Bitcoin had this good pump towards the upside. Okay, it was making this bearish head and shoulder pattern. Okay, and it had a price target towards the downside. Okay, it went breakout here, but it couldn't break this support. Okay, so it had a little bit of a, I believe this was a fake out, okay, because it has pumped towards the upside. Now, if it can close this candle towards the upside, go and break this level, 42,238, then I think a good pump towards the upside is going to start for Bitcoin, okay? Because this is a very good candle that came in, and we do have good volume coming in at the moment. Look at this volume that's coming in. So anything can happen right now, but I believe if we go to the monthly time frame, because we have to look at Bitcoin in order to see where the altcoins are going to go. If you look at this pattern over here, you can see up, down, up, down, up, down, and we are trying to make this as support. And you can see where the 20 moving average is. It's sitting right below the price, okay? And you want to hold this level. If you hold this level, I think Bitcoin certainly is doing something very similar to its previous runs right over here. Okay, slowly, gears up and builds up momentum. That's what it can do right over here, and then boom to the upside. Okay, but we want to hold this level of support. Like I said in all my videos, we have to hold this level of support until or unless Bitcoin starts making this pattern over here, which I don't want it to, but it can happen. Okay, this pattern. If let's say it never gets above this level, there's a chance Bitcoin can make this kind of pattern, or something like a uh, falling wedge kind of formation, like this. Okay, like because here, let me show you really quickly to measure this. This is where the okay. Let me show you why I say that, because you can see here we have this. This was taking a form of a bearish flag, okay, and this was taking a form of a pole, okay. When we had this formation here, this was the same thing, okay. We had this bearish flag formation, this was the pole, but this pole broke towards the upside, and this was the price target. We met it, but if this pole breaks towards the downside, wherever that breakout might be, okay, let's say here, okay, then we might be able, I'm not saying this will happen, I just like to see all the scenarios that might play, then yeah, then I think this can play out, but not necessarily. But I don't want Bitcoin to go in this falling wedge kind of pattern. Okay, see it like a bigger pattern, but it is a bullish pattern. So let's see what happens. It hasn't broken the support yet, so it's too early to say anything. But I was just doing my little experiments to see if it can do that. Okay, but uh, time will tell. But at the moment, we are facing some resistance at this level 42. You break the 42,358, your rally to the upside will start happening, and obviously there will be a price target from the top to the bottom, and you can see here, then we will go and hit these highs again. Okay, we just have to get above these EMAs because this pump is looking good at the moment. Okay, Alright, guys, I hope I answered your questions and any information that you were looking for. I'm gonna call this uh, night, and hopefully this brought you some information and some new knowledge. Thank you for joining, whoever joined, and see you guys next time. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.